What if I told you that $1,000, invested the right way today, could completely change your financial future forever? Most people think $1,000 is too small to matter. They're completely wrong. The difference between wealth and financial struggle often starts with a single smart decision at exactly the right moment. This is that moment, and what you're about to hear could save you years of costly financial mistakes. Stay with me until the very end, because the last strategy could be the most powerful of all. And if you want more life-changing financial content like this, hit that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss what's coming. One powerful truth about investing even small amounts consistently is that the sooner you start, the better your results will be over time. Many people wait for the perfect moment to invest, but that perfect moment is always right now. According to financial experts, time in the market beats timing the market, and this principle has proven true across every economic cycle in history. This means getting started matters far more than getting started perfectly. The truth is, $1,000 is a great place to start investing and can genuinely make a measurable difference in your financial health. Before you do anything else with that $1,000, you need to understand one critical step that most beginners completely skip. Before deciding how to invest your $1,000, you should determine what your financial goal actually is first. This could be a short-term goal, such as saving for a vacation next summer, or a longer-term goal, like saving for retirement. The time horizon of your goal, or how long you plan on holding your assets before using those funds, can also help you choose where to invest your money. You may also want to consider your risk tolerance, the level of risk you're willing to take, as this will greatly influence your entire investment strategy. Once you know your goal, your timeline, and your risk tolerance, you're ready to make powerful decisions with your money. Now, the very first thing smart investors do before placing a single dollar in the market is check one critical financial foundation. Before putting a single dollar in the market, make sure you have a cash cushion set aside for emergencies first. Only 55% of Americans have enough saved to cover 3 months of expenses, meaning nearly half would be forced to take on high-interest debt or raid investments in an emergency. That statistic should alarm you, because raiding investments during a crisis can destroy years of growth instantly. While experts often recommend having 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses in case of an emergency, $1,000 can go a long way when starting your emergency fund. The goal of a savings account isn't to maximize returns, it's to make sure an unexpected car repair or medical bill doesn't derail everything else. If you already have a solid emergency fund, congratulations, you're ahead of most people. And now you're ready for the real wealth-building strategies. Step 1 is to look at your workplace retirement plan, because this could be the most powerful free money you never knew existed. If you have an employer-sponsored retirement account such as a 401k or 403b, check to see if your employer matches any contributions you make to the account. For example, some companies will match 50% of your contributions up to 4% of your salary, giving you an immediate guaranteed return before the market even moves. That's a guaranteed 50% return on your money the very moment you invest it. No stock on earth can reliably promise that. For 2026, total 401k employee contribution limits have risen to $24,500, up from $23,500 in 2025, with additional catch-up contributions available if you're 50 or older. Even directing a small portion of your $1,000 to maximize that employer match is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. Step 2 involves understanding one of the most tax-efficient investment accounts ever created, the Individual Retirement Account, or IRA. A traditional IRA may allow you to deduct contributions from your taxable income now, with earnings growing tax-deferred until withdrawal. A Roth IRA is funded with after-tax dollars, but your earnings grow tax-free, and qualified withdrawals in retirement are completely untaxed. Think about that. Your money grows for decades, and when you're ready to retire, you pay zero tax on all of it. For 2026, the annual IRA contribution limit rises to $7,500 per year, with an additional catch-up contribution available if you're 50 or older. The Roth IRA in particular is considered one of the greatest wealth-building tools ever given to everyday investors. Step 3 introduces you to index funds, and this is where most ordinary people build extraordinary wealth over time. An index fund invests in the companies tracked by one of the major market indexes, like the S&P 500, which tracks the 500 largest companies in the US. The S&P 500's average annual return has been about 10% since its launch in 1957, and stands at approximately 11.5% over the past 40 years. Let that number sink in. A consistent 10% average return means your money doubles roughly every 7 to 9 years. According to the rule of 72, you divide 72 by your rate of return at 8%. Your $1,000 doubles in just 9 years, without you doing anything extra. The key draws of an S&P 500 index fund are that investors can earn strong returns over time, even without knowing much about investing at all. Some leading index funds charge expenses of just 0.03%. Annually, that amounts to only $3 for every $10,000 invested in the fund. Billionaire Warren Buffett himself has publicly stated that an S&P 500 index fund is the best investment most people can make. S&P 500 funds, available as ETFs or mutual funds, provide a practical and accessible option for almost every type of investor. Step 4 introduces exchange-traded funds, or ETFs, which give you incredible flexibility alongside powerful diversification. When you buy a share of an ETF, you're buying a bundle of stocks or bonds that can be traded just like individual stocks on any major exchange. With an ETF, you're buying a small percentage of many different companies, which is an easy and smart way to diversify your portfolio immediately. ETFs can be traded throughout the day like stocks, while index mutual funds can only be bought and sold at the price set at the end of the trading day. ETFs are generally more tax efficient than index mutual funds, making them a particularly smart choice for investors using taxable brokerage accounts. One popular strategy with $1,000 is to split it across multiple ETFs, one tracking the S&P 500, one focused on growth sectors like technology, and one offering dividends. This single approach gives you broad market exposure, high growth potential, and regular income, all from one smart, balanced $1,000 investment. Step 5 is high-yield savings accounts and money market funds, which are perfect for investors who want growth with zero stress. High-interest savings products give you the option to save money at higher interest rates compared to traditional savings accounts, with generally lower risks compared to stocks. Money market funds invest in lower-risk debt securities, such as U.S. Treasury bills and commercial paper, and are considered some of the safest investments available. Money market funds are also a highly liquid option. You can withdraw the money you've invested at any time without penalty or waiting periods. These accounts won't make you a millionaire overnight, but they protect your capital while still making your money work meaningfully harder than a regular bank account. Step 6 is the robo-advisor, a technology-powered tool that invests your money automatically and intelligently, around the clock. Robo-advisors are technology platforms that use science and advanced algorithms to make investment decisions on your behalf, based on your goals and risk tolerance. When you open an account with a robo-advisor, you typically start by answering questions about your finances and goals, and the algorithms find the best investment options for you. You can open a robo-advisor account with no minimum balance, set it up to be funded automatically, and then largely leave it alone to grow. This is the option for people who want smart, professional-level investing without spending hours studying the stock market. Step 7 is one that almost no one talks about: investing in yourself. Sometimes the highest return on $1,000 isn't in a brokerage account. It's in a course, a certification, or a skill that increases your earning power forever. A single professional certification can add thousands of dollars to your annual income for the rest of your career. That kind of return percentage makes even the best stock market year look modest by comparison. Investing in knowledge, in skills, in your network, and in your health can compound just as powerfully as any ETF ever will. Now, let's talk about the most common and costly mistake new investors make, the one that quietly destroys financial futures before they even begin. When thinking about how to invest $1,000, you might want to first consider any high-interest debt you have, including credit cards, student loans, and car payments. If you're carrying credit card debt at 20% or 25% annual interest, no stock market investment can reliably beat that guaranteed loss. Paying off high-interest debt first is itself an investment, one that delivers a guaranteed, risk-free return equal to your interest rate. Once that debt is gone, every dollar you invest works fully for you rather than against you. Diversification means spreading your money across different assets to mitigate risk. And you could do this by owning a mix of stocks, bonds, ETFs, or other types of assets. Historically, the S&P 500 delivered negative annual returns in only 6 years during the past 3 decades. And in 13 of those years it generated annual returns of more than 20%. This is why diversification paired with patience is the ultimate combination for any investor at any level. If you invested $1,000 and continued adding just $100 a month for 25 years at a consistent rate, your investment could grow to more than $145,000. That's the real power of starting today. Not with thousands, not with millions, but with exactly $1,000 and the discipline to keep going. Unlike retirement accounts, a standard taxable brokerage account has no contribution limits and no restrictions on when you can withdraw your money, giving you total flexibility. The beauty of today's investing environment is that the barriers that once kept ordinary people out of the market have essentially disappeared completely. Fractional shares mean you can own a piece of Amazon, Apple, or any major company for as little as $1 single dollar. No matter how you choose to invest $1,000, know that you're taking an important first step that puts you leagues ahead of those who never start at all. So here's the smart, actionable plan for your $1,000, broken down simply and clearly. First, make sure you have at least a starter emergency fund in place before investing a single dollar. Second, contribute enough to your workplace 401k to capture every dollar of your employer's match. That's free money. Third, open a Roth IRA and begin funding it, because tax-free growth over decades is a gift you should never leave unclaimed. Fourth, invest in a low-cost S&P 500 index ETF, and commit to leaving it alone for the long term. Fifth, automate your contributions. Even $25 or $50 a month added consistently will compound into something remarkable over time. The secret no one tells you is that wealth is not built in one dramatic moment. It is built quietly, consistently, one smart decision at a time. By having patience and continuing to learn about investing, your money can compound and grow, setting you up for genuine financial success in the future. Now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge when it comes to investing your money? Are you struggling with where to start, how to manage risk, or finding the right platform for your situation? Drop your answer in the comments below. because your question might become our next video topic. Your financial journey matters, and this community grows stronger when we learn together. And if this video opened your eyes to what's possible with just $1,000, please share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Every single like, comment, and share helps us reach people who are sitting on the sidelines of their own financial futures. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do it right now so you never miss a strategy that could change your financial life. The best financial decision you make this year might simply be the decision to finally start, and $1,000 is more than enough to begin.